front and centre, the human impact. So last week, I recorded for the Maverick Paradox podcast an excellent conversation with Irvin Nugent, episode 126, about the human impact and how emotional intelligence is at the core of all business activity. COVID has forced us all to realise that we can no longer treat people like machines and that everything we do needs to factor in the human impact. Now, this is true whether we are running our own businesses or we want people to buy our products and services, or whether we work in an organisation leading others. Whilst the topic was about emotional intelligence and the human impact on the things we control, it was also a very nuanced and wide-ranging look at leadership. I'm really interested to know what you think about that episode and whether you were able to relate to it. So check out the newsletter and the link to that episode and let me know. So how does factoring in the human impact change anything? Well, in the past, leadership has been all about the things that you have to do to manipulate others into doing what you want. Maverick leadership is about who you are and what you do. And effective Maverick leaders work for the greater good and will always consider the impact of others in their decision-making. This doesn't mean that they are unable to make the hard decisions, just that they will ensure that how that decision is implemented will be in the kindest way possible, considering others' feelings. And when analysing the challenges that they are leaders or business owners facing, they will factor in human behaviour. So previously, this view has been perceived as a very soft form of leadership, despite the Maverick leader's ability to inspire and influence others and the impressive results that they achieve in their endeavours. For many, it just didn't feel like real leadership, more a preoccupation with how people are feeling. It was considered by many Maverick to stop and weigh the human impact in everything that you do. Now employees are demanding to be heard. They want to work for leaders and organisations that care about them. The pandemic has forced employers to demonstrate that they care, and many are finding it difficult with an increasing amount of disengaged employees. One of the most important solutions to this problem is to ensure that you have the right culture and that you develop your leadership teams to have diversity of thought and to become inclusive leaders. This not only ensures that your employees feel engaged, it enables an organisation to be change eager and be able to meet the shifting challenges that it faces. If you like, you could call me or email me to find out how I can support your change of culture or leadership development needs. So here's a question. Do business owners have to consider the human impact too? Absolutely. Even more so the smaller that they are. This is because they're surrounded by competitors and are less able to withstand the competition. If you are a small business, your prospects want to see not only how your products and services impact them, but your human impact, how you leave a mark on your services. When you're running your own business, it can be easy to forget how your reputation, often gained whilst networking or content marketing, affects prospects' willingness to buy from you. Considering the human impact and demonstrating it positively impacts prospects' desires to buy from you. So to strategize, determine how your decisions as a leader or business owner impacts others. Ask yourself the following questions. 1. When I'm considering what to do in my organisation, have I factored in the likely human behaviour? How can my product or service enhance the human impact that my clients and customers want to see? Is my company's culture or core values inclusive and enabling for me or us to pivot quickly to conquer new challenges? Are your employees or tribes engaged and ready to follow your lead? To be able to strategise a change, you need to diagnose where you are and decide where you want to be. So to innovate, once you have an answer to the strategic questions you have asked yourself, it's time to innovate or create. And you can work with someone like me to help you during this stage. For example, I have helped a number of clients and their organisations develop creative thinking skills to enable them to become more innovative and creative. And there are a number of techniques and tools that can speed up this process for you. Alternatively, you can consider questions like, how can you show innovation in your service or your leadership? How can you improve your reputation in your arena? How can you engender trust? Stay curious about the world around you. Keep asking why questions and play with the possibilities that the answers bring. Execution. Make sure that once you have identified the need for change, that you follow through and execute it. When you consider how people react and their likely behaviour, you enhance your ability to earn and achieve. So to improve your impact and influence, you will need to factor in the human impact in all your activity and change your environment so that you and your organisation can achieve what you want. Lean into it and let me know how you're getting on. I would love to know your progress. So, in my magazine, the Maverick Paradox magazine, there are hundreds of articles to read, and this week I have chosen 3. The Unfair Comparison, written by Katrina Roddy. What Not to Do When You Start Dating, by John Kenny, and 5 Nudges, Could, Might, Can, Should, Must, and the Maverick Leader, by John Dooney. The link is down below. I also have selected from over 100 episodes 3 podcasts from the Maverick Paradox podcast to stimulate execution. So here are the 3. Episode 116, Mike Acker, about the choices that we make and whether you have to choose power or impact. Episode 114, Dean Brown, about how to stop your ego from ruining your life. And episode 75, Nathan Hirsch speaks about how to have a remote culture. Again, the links are below. So what's happening and what's next? Well, last week saw the return of the Maverick Paradox on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is an audio-only social media platform, originally just for iPhone and iPad, but now available for Android. So we are on Clubhouse every Wednesday at 5 p.m. UK time with a great free-flowing conversation on Maverick leadership. We also answer questions relating to entrepreneurism and working within organisation. The link is below. This week, I also launched the Mavericks of Mass Creation video series with David Chislett. This video series looks at how Maverick leadership can be applied to creative thinking skills. Each video is around 15 minutes and are totally unscripted. So learn along with us and apply what you learn to your current challenges. The link to sign up is, as you guess, down below. So what's next? Well, send me your questions on leadership as well as those on how to improve your impact and influence. And let's see what we can learn together. Are you ready to work with me? And you want the knowledge and capability to reduce uncertainty in your decision making and increase your leadership impact? Let's have a chat. Take care and see you next week.